Hi everyone, Namaste. If you are the one who is watching my video for the first time, then my name is Snail Adekar and I am an IELTS trainer and I do post videos on every Thursday at 11 am. Today's lesson is about reading. If you are the one who has not gone through my reading overview, please watch it. I'll provide the link somewhere here in the suggestion. You'll get an exact idea of IELTS reading. So in today's lesson, we are going to discuss about skimming and scanning as well as importance of keywords in IELTS reading. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So we'll start with skimming. So what do you mean by this skimming? So for you all, I'll just read out the dictionary meaning of skimming. So it says, skimming is a reading technique meant to look for main ideas or general ideas in a text without going into detailed and exhaustive reading. So everyone knows that reading is a tough module. We will get only 20 minutes to go through that paragraph and to find the answer, which is very difficult task. For that, skimming is one of the useful skills to have a quick overview of full paragraph. So many may say that we don't understand this dictionary meaning. So let me give you a quick and general meaning of skimming. So it's nothing but underlining or reading important information of the paragraph. So I already told you that one paragraph may have 3 to 4 sub-paragraphs in it, and maybe the max word count is around 800 to 900. So out of that full paragraph, we just need to go through some of the main and important information of that paragraph. That is skimming. So now I am just giving you the theoretical knowledge. So some may not understand, but once I finish with the skimming, scanning and keywords, we'll have an actual practice. How you should do skimming, how you should do scanning and how to figure out keywords. So do watch full video till end. So next is scanning. So the dictionary meaning of scanning is to read or mark so as to show metrical structure, and one more meaning is to examine by point observation. And if I want to give a meaning in a easiest way, I would say scanning is nothing but reading or underlining some of the important words. So which words will come under this scanning technique? Maybe which is written in the capital, italic, all in bold structure, or maybe some of the numbers, percentages, or you can say anything which is easily visible when you look at the paragraph. That is scanning. Let's move forward to keywords. Everyone knows this word. So keyword is nothing but important words. So skimming and scanning is used for paragraph reading. So I would say skimming is nothing but reading important lines. Scanning is reading or underlining important words in the paragraph. Keywords are in the question, not in the paragraph. So what is the role of these keywords? So when you read the question, underline the important word in that question and try to figure out similar words or synonyms of that keyword in the paragraph. If you found that synonyms or similar word in the paragraph, you are nearby to the answer of your question. So that's all about skimming, scanning and keywords. So if you are still confused after this theoretical knowledge about skimming, scanning and keywords, don't worry, because now we are going to have actual practice of skimming, scanning and underlining keyword in the question. So let's have that paragraph. Okay, so we'll start with actual practice. So this test is taken from IELTS book, that is Cambridge official book number 11 and test 3. So this is an actual paragraph. So the paragraph has around 800 to 900 words maybe, and there are how many paragraphs? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 paragraphs. So first important thing to do when you want to start reading test is skimming. Next one is scanning, and last one is underlining keywords in the question. So let's start with skimming. So I already told you, in skimming you just need to read or underline first line and last line of each paragraph. So in this paragraph there are 5 sub paragraphs. So what we'll do, we'll underline or read first line and last line of each paragraph. So how to do that? So I'll just read as well as underline the first line and last line of each paragraph. Silk is a fine smooth material produced from the cocoon's soft protective shells that are made by mulberry silkworms. And the paragraph ends here, so I'll just underline the last line also. While it is unknown just how much of this is true, it is certainly known that silk cultivation has existed in China for several millennia. I don't know how to pronounce some of the word, but it doesn't matter because this test is all about reading, not about your pronunciation and all. So same way you have to underline all the first line and last line of every paragraph. Sometimes the sentences are too lengthy, so that time you can just underline first line also, so no problem with that. So when we read this first and last line of first paragraph, what do we understood, or what do you understand by that? So the word here, they say silk is fine smooth material produced from the cocoon's soft protective shells that are made by mulberry silkworm. So maybe they want to say something about silk, how the material is produced. And what the last line says, while it is unknown just how much of this is true, it is certainly known that silk cultivation has existed in China for several millennia. Maybe they want to say about their origin, how they produce, how they started to produce the silk. This is the overall view of the first paragraph. I took this overview through first and last line. So same way you have to do full skimming and scanning or skimming of full paragraph. So now I'll do skimming again. So I already finished with the first paragraph, so I'll move to second paragraph. So I'm doing that. Originally silkworm farming was solely restricted to women, and it was they who were responsible for the growing, harvesting and weaving. Last line, the earliest indication of silk paper being used was discovered in the tomb of Noble, who is estimated to have died around 168 AD. Third paragraph, demand for the exotic fabric eventually created the lucrative trade route now known as Silk Road. Now this sentence is too lengthy, so I'll leave it. I'll move to last line. So I will just underline last line. Goods were handled mostly by a series of middlemen. Next paragraph, with the mulberry silkworm being native to China, the country was the world's sole producer of silk for many hundreds of years. Last line, even now silk processed in the province of Como in northern Italy enjoys an estimated reputation. And the last paragraph, the 19th century and industrialization saw the downfall of the European silk industry. Last line, today around 1,25,000 metric tons of silk are produced in the world and almost 2/3 of the production takes place in China. So this is all about skimming. I hope I'm trying to explain in a simple way, but it takes practice, because skimming and scanning has to be done in first 2 minutes only. So you might have guessed at what speed you should underline and read. So this is all about skimming. So now we'll check about scanning. So I told you scanning means underlining important words. So it can be something capital, bold, italic or easily visible. So when you look at this paragraph, what is visible? The story of silk. So I underline or I just circled it. Then this one also. So when I'm just trying to, this 3000 BC is easily noticeable. Then I'm just going ahead to see the numbers again. These numbers, this Silk Road is easily visible, 168 is easily visible, 6,000 kilometers. These numbers again, Middle East, this Turkey, so same way I'm moving forward to check if something is easily, this name I don't know how to pronounce, but it is easily visible to me, so I just underlined it. Again this number, year, Japan silk production. Yeah, so this is all about scanning. So what I have done, I have just underlined the words which are easily visible to me. So that's all about skimming and scanning. So now we'll move to questions, because in question what is important? Underlining keywords. So underlining keyword is very important. So you need to pick or underline important words only. So now the question says choose only one word. So I'll underline this, because if you write 2 words, your answer is still wrong. So here I feel this around 3000 BC is important. Then silkworm cocoon fell into emperor's wife's dash. So fell, wives is important. Emperor's wife invented a dash to pull out silk fibers. So invented, pull out. So same way you have to underline the keywords. So what is the importance of underlining these keywords? These underlined words you'll find in the paragraph in some other form, maybe, or you can say it similar words or synonyms. So word which I underlined first in the question was around 300 BC. So I remember I have underlined somewhere that number. So here it is, 3000 BC. So now I understood that the question's answer is somewhere here only. So then I need to read it thoroughly. So what was the other keyword? Silkworm cocoon fell into emperor's wife's dash. These dash we have to find it. So the underlined keyword was fell into and wives. So now I'll read further this 3000 BC. So what it says, China in about 3000 BC, who discovered silkworms. One account of the story goes that as she was taking a walk in her husband's garden means wife, she is a wife, she discovered that silkworms were responsible for the destruction of several mulberry trees. She collected a number of cocoons, the word cocoon came, and sat down to have a rest. It just So happened that while she was sipping some tea, one of the cocons that she had collected landed in the hot tea. So I got this word cocon and fell. The word in the question which was underlined was fell into wife's dash. So which word we found? Cocon and landed in hot tea. So if I'll write here hot tea, is answer right or wrong? Your answer is wrong, because what the question says, choose one word only. So the only tea is the right answer. So what we did, we underlined the keywords and tried to find similar words in the paragraph. So this is the technique of finding the answer. So we'll have one more example. So second question was, emperor's wife invented a dash to pull out silk fibers. So which words I have underlined? Invented, to pull out silk fibers. So again we'll move there. So we were here near hot tea. We'll read further again. Started to unravel into a fine thread. Lee Tzu, I don't know how to pronounce, found that she could wind this thread around her fingers. Subsequently, she persuaded her husband to allow her to rear silkworms on a grove of mulberry trees. She also devised a special reel to draw the fibers from cocoon into a single thread. So the word which I underlined was invented and to pull out. So I got that word invented. The word which has come is device, right? And the other word was to pull out. So for pull out, to draw the fibers. So which word has come in between these two keywords? A special reel, R-E-E-L. So the answer for the second question is reel, R-E-E-L. If you will write special reel, your answer is wrong, because they have asked you to write only one word. So I hope you have got an idea how you should use these keywords in the paragraph to find the exact answers. So this is an practice session with BitsBees about reading. I hope you have understood this now. So that's all about skimming, scanning and keywords in the reading test. I hope your all queries are resolved for the skimming and scanning skills. These are very essential skills for the reading test. There are other skills also which you should understand. So one more thing I want to say, that we do provide online coaching as well as regular classes at my native place, that is Sangli. If anyone wants to join, please leave a comment, or if you want more clarification about the class detail, you can check out my website, that is www.bitsbees.com. And thank you for your support. Please share, comment, like and subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed yet. Now we are a family of 146 members. Please subscribe more and more. Thank you. Bye.